Honestly, I think you should let me run the country. You run CNN.
All right.
And if you did it well, your ratings
Let
would
me
be
ask
much
if
better.
Hunter, you're a loser.
The flailer. You remember he was flailing all over the place. She's shocked that I picked her.
No.
It's like in a state of shock.
I'm not thinking, Mr.
That's
President.
okay. I know you're not thinking. You never do.
I'm sorry?
No, go ahead.
There's a warning, right? And when you want to kick out someone, you should
I'll tell you what, CNN should be ashamed of itself having you working for them. You are a rude, terrible person. You shouldn't be working for CNN. Go ahead. The Green New Deal. I think it's a wonderful thing. I do want to think about it. I want to study it closely. I want to see whether or not we should ever use airplanes again. I've seen the most beautiful fields, farms, fields, most gorgeous things you've ever seen. And then you have these ugly things going up. And sometimes they're made by different companies. So you see all these windmills, they're all different shades of color. They're like sort of white, but one's like an orange white. It's my favorite color, orange. When the wind stops blowing, that's the end of your electric. Let's hurry up. Darling? Darling, is the wind blowing today? I'd like to watch television, darling. Then you have the case of this wise guy, Jesse Smollett, who beat up himself. It's called MAGA country. You know, I didn't hear that term until that third-rate actor. We just gave Conan a medal and a plaque. Conan is a tough cookie, and it's trained that if you open your mouths, you will be attacked. You want to be very, very careful. Yesterday we celebrated the Marines' 244th birthday. That's pretty good. Adam Schiff, Shifty Schiff, he said 7 or 8 times, Sean, it was terrible. 7 or 8 times that I gave a quid pro quo. Lindsey Graham said, when he read it, he said, I never knew that Trump was that nice a person. This was such a nice conversation. There was no pressure.
I thought he was a friend of yours.
No, he said, I never knew that he was so nice, meaning me. I viewed that as a compliment in this case, right?
Remember, he and his lover, Lisa Page, what a group. She's going to win 10 million to 1. She's going to win. I'm telling you, Peter. I'm telling you, Peter, she's going to win. Peter, oh, I love you so much. They put Joe Biden in charge of Ukraine policy. Listen to this. And the press will not write it. They say, in totally unsubstantiated charges, every time they talk about him, President Trump has said that his son walked away with a fortune. Now, you know that's a totally unsubstantiated charge. Really? It's not unsubstantiated, it's fact. Joe's son, Hunter, got thrown out of the Navy, and then he became a genius on Wall Street in about 2 days. But he walked away with hundreds of, you look at the kind of numbers. His son, who is at best incompetent. And your father was never considered smart. He was never considered a good senator. He was only a good vice president because he understood how to kiss Barack Obama's ass. Draining the swamp, and we are doing it faster than anyone ever thought possible. Very proud of it. And when you ask a question like that, it's very deceptive, John. It's almost as deceptive as you showing all of the bombings taking place in Syria, and it turned out that the bombing that you showed on television took place in Kentucky. And ladies and gentlemen of Kentucky, the best is yet to come.